Heyo everyone, this is the HappyAnimaidCafeManager here with another walkthrough episode for the game Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Well, about time I got, lost Sky somewhat off the hook, but she's still being charged with being an accomplice in evidence forgery. Well, better than proving that Lana's is innocent of murder is better than nothing. You know, I did my best too, but Lana didn't say a single word to me. Hope I'm not interrupting anything. Oh, I guess I am. As usual. I'll come back later. Detective Gumshoe, what is it? You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Making a detective run all around while on duty. And on top of it, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. How many times has he said that now? Hey, line up, pal. I'm only kidding. Oh, are you here because of my sister again? No, not this time. I came today because of you, pal. Me? That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone. Lana, should you be doing this? She's still under arrest, you know. Well, I won't tell if you won't. Emma, I owe you an apology. It's okay, sis. Don't worry about it. That day 2 years ago was the first time in my life I ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming. All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in that mess. Sis, I asked Scan to help me cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for your sake, but now I realize I was wrong. I changed after that day. I had to. It was the only way I could make it through the past 2 years. I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing myself. But I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared. Scared that you'd look me with those eyes of yours. I was scared of how you'd react if you knew. But sis, you were only doing it for me. No. Huh? I turned my back on you that day. In hiding what I believed to be the truth, I was deceiving you. Sis, I'm such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it. Emma, I'm so sorry. But sis, you don't have to apologize. I'm happy now. You're happy? Of course. You know, sis, I always knew that one day you'd come back. And now you have. Oh, Emma. No one can change the past. The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in so doing, we can find a way back to our past. And once we found our past, we can move on from our past mistakes toward a brighter future. At least that's what I felt looking at those two sisters make up. Mr. Wright, Mr. Gumshoe, me? Thank you both for all that you've done. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Isn't that right, Edgeworth? Edgeworth, stop hiding and come over here. Where was he hiding? I just came to say congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Right. Well, I'll be going now. Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened. We were the ones who acted corruptly, not you. It's too late for me. Yeah, sorry about all the noise that's going on in the other side of the room. My stepbrother's talking on the phone and watching television in the living room. From the voices from the television, I'm guessing he's watching Family Guy. He watches that show every night. No matter what anyone may say, I realize today that I can't change my own mistakes. Mr. Edgeworth! Not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. Chief Gant was right. You despise criminals, I could feel it. You and me, we're the same. One day you'll understand. If you want to take them on alone, you'll figure out what's needed. I do despise criminals. I plan to dedicate my entire life to fighting them. But in order to fight crime alone, one needs a weapon. It's scary. But I've been thinking of the same thing for quite some time now. But Edgeworth, who knows? Given enough time, I might have tried to pull something like Chief Gant did. That thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue on as a prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth, don't you understand? Damon Gant, your mentor, Manfred von Karma, were both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime, but they both made the same mistake. You said in order to fight crime alone, one needs a weapon. That may be right, but think back to today's trial. You weren't alone. You were working together with Mr. Wright, and because of that partnership, you were able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone undiscovered. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Oh, yeah. What is this, a pop quiz? Come on, Mr. Wright, show him what Lon is talking about. Evidence. That neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find on our own. That might mean something to you, but I don't see how it had anything to do with our partnership, huh? Mr. Wright, it seems you still have a lot to learn as well. I guess that wasn't the right piece of evidence. It's time for me to go. So I'm guessing the right answer must be the screwdriver. Time for me to go. Mr. Edgeworth, if you'll excuse me, there are still some loose ends that need wrapping up. Take care, Chief Prosecutor. Edgeworth, what will you do now? Well, whatever you do, just remember. What happened in this trial can either make or break you as a prosecutor. In the end, it's up to you. I know, it seems I owe you my thanks too, right? But what I face now is my problem. Edgeworth, I'll be waiting for you in court. Farewell. Yeah, I got to talk over the audio from the living room television. I better be getting back too. Okay, I'll come visit you. It seems we both still have a lot to learn. Here, this is a little something for you. Scientific investigation? It's the first book I ever bought. Study it well. Thanks, sis. I will. And so another case came to a close. As for the sisters, have faith. Faith that their lives have only just begun. And as for me, I think it's time I started on a new journey of my own. A journey to rediscover myself. Well, don't go trekking off just yet, pal. Huh? What is it, detective? There's just a little matter to be resolved about the chief prosecutor. You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this. But I thought you said it was okay. Yeah, well, it may be okay with me, but with the folks at the prison are a different story. Huh? Basically, I just had to bribe a guard in order to sneak her out for 30 minutes. believe me, it wasn't cheap either. Huh? Way to go, detective. I didn't know you had a wild side. Yeah, well, you see, Mr. Wright, here's the one full foot in the bill. Huh? What, you think I could afford that with my salary? You gotta be kidding me, pal. Huh? Thank you, Mr. Wright, you're the best. Why is it? I suddenly feel like I want to scream. Since we're all here, why don't we all go together? Yeah, that's a great idea. Come on, guys, let's go. And the credits again. I arranged for a friend of mine in Europe to take care of you. She's a coroner. I think Emma will be As for me, this affair has pretty much ended my days at the prosecutor's office. I'll manage to find my way back to the field somehow. Then I'll be able to investigate crimes together with Emma. Yikes, I thought it was a goner for a moment there. In the end, though, they overlooked my unauthorized investigation of the chief's office. If we penalize you for any more, it'd be worse than fitting. Yep, that's what they said. It just goes to show you can't shake me off that easily. Anyway, once again, this game is Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. My new mission is to guard the main entrances. Can you believe I've been demoted to a security guard? My partner's keeping an eye on the entrance for me today. I'll show them, though. Someday I'm going to make a detective. Yes, sir, then I can just be like that thick gumshoe. Yeah, I will count on that. Good luck, Meekin. Oh, I didn't know I could do this. Oh, here we go. It's a blue badger. Oh, poor little bugger. What is it? Can't you see I'm having me a showdown with a stake here? Miss Star managed to sneak this into me. She's seeing as one of the guards for me. Well, cowboy, it looks like you did it. You and gave Bambina back here a smile. Can you make sure Billy and the gang get their water? Looks like we won't be seeing each other for a while. As a farewell gift, I put a new meal on the menu, the Right Way lunch. The top layer tastes a bitter as defeat and the bottom layer as sweet victory. Kids seem to dig the turnabout theme. It's a hot seller around it. Just to make sure not to eat it backwards. I'll never forget what that young defense lawyer said after the trial. Let's see what his name was again. Mr. Left? Anyway, he said he's been doing something or other for a... Well, anyway, I've got another trial to get to. It better be... Huh? Oh, no, I forgot my cable. Sorry, gotta go. Nothing soothes the soul like a fresh country air. Still, sometimes I do miss hearing Nick and his objections. I still can't go back until I'm a full-fledged spirit medium. Maya, afternoon training's about to begin. Coming. Well, see you around, Nick. Mr. Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth, I brought you your tea. What's going on? Thanks for coming to see me off. I can't believe I'm going to Europe. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much for everything. I'm a little sad, but I'll be alright. Well, whenever I see Lana, all I have to do is open this book. Cute. Capcom. Anyway, here's a little bonus, just to end this project. First turnabout. Okay, the illustrations for each case. First turnabout sisters. Turnabout samurai. Oh man, I just wish my stepbrother would just lower the freaking volume. I want to be here hearing an episode of Family Guy while I'm doing these projects. Turnabout goodbyes. Oh, come on, just lower the volume already. Let's see, Rise from the Ashes. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, and I bid you a good night. Until next time, see you in the future.